only got like 5 hours of sleep. Yes, I'm tired. I don't think I'm gonna be able to cook anything for Thanksgiving. Yeah, I don't think I have time. I did want to make a peach cobbler though, and try to make a vegan peach cobbler. The only time I would have time to do it would be maybe Wednesday night or the morning of Thanksgiving, but then again, I would have to go buy all the ingredients. I don't know. It seems like it's not gonna happen. That's okay, I can leave it up to everyone else. Meek and his mom already talked about the menu, so I'm sure everything will be fine. I have a phone appointment on the 3rd of December.
Phone appointment.
Yeah, a phone appointment. And then I have an actual in-person appointment on like the 31st, December 31st. I am taking prenatal vitamins. I just went to Walmart and bought some the day after I found out. Because I'm responsible. Although, I want to get some different ones because I want some with choline, which is a mineral that is found the majority in meat. You can find it in vegetables, but it's not like as much. Like for a serving of meat or fish, it would be like 200 milligrams, and then for a serving of spinach, it's like, I think like 60. And I need like 250 to 300 milligrams a day, so might as well just get a supplement until I could figure out how to piece that together. I know. Oh well, if I'm late. Just want to make sure I didn't bring my eggs. I hope I left them. Alright. So I made it out the house at 6:08. Not 6 o'clock, but I still made it here about 30 minutes early. So it worked out perfectly. I want to just let you guys know what's on the agenda for today. 2 important things need to happen. For one, I need to call the landlord and let them know about the whole hole in the tub situation. And I'm a little nervous about it, I'm not gonna lie, but it totally has to be done ASAP, because not only does that tub have a hole in it, the other tub is draining like super slowly. I'm sure there's a bunch of hair down the drain and it needs to be fixed. Good thing is though, I did talk to my husband last night, and he told me that he looked up tub repairs, and he said it's not going to be thousands of dollars like he originally thought. It's not going to be that expensive, so don't worry. Go ahead and tell her, and if we have to pay part of it, we'll just pay it. So that call has to happen today at some point. I think I'm going to either on my break or my lunch give her a call. So the second thing that needs to happen is that I need to let my supervisors know that I no longer need the 2 weeks off of work. And I put in 2 weeks off because I need to have a surgery. Well, I did, and the surgery was going to be planned for January 2nd. I've been suffering for over a year with terrible hemorrhoids, and they got so bad that they said it's genetic, but sometimes they get really fluffy, they call it. But I mean, it's a horrible mess. And sometimes when I go to the bathroom, they come out and I have to actually manually stuff them back in. And I know that's like TMI, but that's what I'm dealing with, and that's what I've been dealing with. So it's been a hassle already at work dealing with the situation. And I waited so long on the surgery because I didn't plan financially to have this surgery. And then once we got the new insurance, it was the enrollment period, I changed everything so that I would be able to pay for the surgery. But then I didn't have enough PTO because it takes a minimum of 2 weeks to recover. And they really said 2 to 6 weeks. So I was going with the minimum. So I was going to have 2 weeks by January 2nd. But now I'm going to tell them I don't need that time off. And I know they're going to wonder why. So now I'm kind of in this whole limbo of whether or not I should let them know I'm pregnant now. So now I am 5 weeks pregnant, and I'm not even sure if I want to tell them. I don't really have a reason not to tell them. I think I kind of do feel like I'm a problem employee just because, you know, I needed to take the time off for the surgery. And because of this issue, like sometimes I go to the bathroom at work, I'll be gone like 20-25 minutes. And it's just because I have to take equipment in there to manually put things back into place. Because I originally, when it happened, first started happening, I thought like my intestines were coming out. But I went for an exam at the doctor and they said, nope, they're just fluffy hemorrhoids. So anyways, I just feel like I'm already a problem employee. I have scoliosis and I'm in pain almost all the time if I'm just sitting at my workstation all day. I cannot sit for 8 hours. So they had to order me this standing rolling desk so that I can stand up when I need to and sit down when I need to. And even with that, sometimes it's still pretty painful. So I just feel like to tell them that now I'm pregnant. I just don't know what they're going to think. So I'm a little apprehensive about it, but I also feel like if I tell them I'm not doing the surgery, they're going to want to know why, or they're going to wonder why, or they're just going to figure it out anyway. So I don't know. I will let you know what happens because I'm not sure if I'm going to tell them or not yet. So yesterday actually went pretty well food-wise for me. I didn't have a set meal plan or, you know, a menu or a caloric intake planned out, but what I did do was record everything I ate that day into MyFitnessPal at the end of the night because I wanted to make sure, for one, I was eating enough calories, and two, I was getting enough protein. Now, those were just the two things I was focusing on because in my research that I've done recently, I figured out how many calories I need, well, roundabout, and in the first trimester, you actually don't need any extra calories. So I'm looking at needing only like 2,000 to 2,200. So I wanted to track that, make sure I was getting enough, and then also I was concerned about the protein intake, just because I'm trying to be plant-based. And I wasn't sure if I can get enough protein without having like a protein shake. So I put that all into MyFitnessPal, and I ended up with, I think it was like 2246 calories or something like that. So the calories were kind of right on point. And then for protein, I ended up with 86 grams of protein. And it was recommended between 75 and 100 grams of protein. So I'm doing pretty well. I'm actually really happy about that. I'm still thinking about getting a protein shake just for emergencies, or, you know, honestly, I like protein shakes and I really like mixing them with frozen fruit. So That'll help with my fruit intake as well. Me and my husband did talk about sitting down together and creating a grocery shopping list in detail, so that for one, we are frugal with our money and not wasting money on just junk and inconvenience foods, and then also just so we have the right amount of nutrients and things like that. So it's not just foods. We also talked about we need to get our budget, on track, our cleaning schedule on track, our family time on track, our one-on-one time with our son on track. So we just really want to sit down and just really start organizing our lives. And I told him, you know what? I think this is a great idea because I just don't want things to be chaotic. We both have goals to work from home and be entrepreneurs, be YouTubers, and really just live the life that we want to live. So we are really motivated right now to do whatever is necessary. So we're going to sit down and organize our entire life. And I told him we are going to be one of those families that have like that big whiteboard on the wall with their schedule and everything's planned out. But you know what? I think that works. So I'm excited to sit down and do that with him. I won't be seeing him until Wednesday night or Thursday morning. So I do miss him a little bit. I miss my little one. He's 7. And like I said, I'm in Hemet taking care of my mom right now. So I'm not going home. But I did get to call them and talk to both of them last night. And they are doing well. They miss me. So yeah, that's what's going on. Organization is on the way. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'm feeling a lot less anxious about, telling my supervisors about the pregnancy and canceling the PTO that I required off for the surgery, because I heard something very powerful this morning. During my commute this morning to work, I was listening to Les Brown on YouTube, and he's a motivational speaker, and I like to listen to motivational videos in the morning just to get my mind right and keep me focused on my goals and just to keep my spirit in the right place. And I shouldn't be worried about what they're going to think about me, if I'm a bad employee or a problem employee. Granted, I'm a great employee. I've been very successful at work here. So I'm just going to get a little bit more peace about it and let them know that, this is the deal. And I'm just not going to worry about what they're thinking, because what other people think of you is not your spiritual business. It's not my business what they think. It's not my business what type of things they want to cast on me about who I am. It's my business to tell myself who I am. And that's what I did when I woke up in the morning. I just said out loud a couple affirmations about who I am and what I want to be and what I want for my life. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a YouTuber. I'm successful. I enjoy my life and I travel and things like that. So I am not going to let what other people think be any of my spiritual business. I went ahead and let my head supervisor know that I needed to cancel my request for the 2 weeks off because the procedure was canceled. Since I am pregnant, I cannot go under anesthesia. So she's just said congratulations and that she would leave it up to me to let the rest of the team know. So I decided to do it in a fun way and put up a round of hangman so that they can guess the big news.